Hey, good morning, endurance. Running, rest, endurance. What on earth? Good morning, it's me, Tip. I just got done running a 5 point something miles, and now I am about to get my muscle gain shake, which actually, funny thing is, since I got the word endurance on my run, it's funny, I've seen that word. Hey, Mr. Harper, how's it going? I've seen that word in endurance. I looked up the definition, and now I don't have time to get it on my laptop, but it's kind of like this. When we're running our race of endurance, we have to make a decision. We can either stop and quit, or we have to keep going. We run our race like for example, parenting. You have to have endurance to be a good parent, meaning you have to make a decision to continue running, to continue parenting, to continue going, regardless of how things look, regardless of how your children act, and regardless of how you might act as a parent. Yes, we as parents also have to be held accountable for our actions. And so endurance. I ran over 5 miles, and let me tell you, the endurance I had to stick out to get to my end goal, it was tough, but I did it. And I was tired. I mean, every ounce of me, every muscle, every fiber in my being was tired, and I wanted to quit. There were many times that at the end, I almost, I had to, I felt dehydrated. My muscles had to be kicked in. Hey, Trenton, how's it going? Thank goodness I was listening to some good worship music, because that got me through. Nothing like a good beat to get you uphill. Not just one, but several. Amen. My last half a block or so, I ran up a sandy trail, which I enjoy challenging myself. And so I just ran up, and as I was running, I had to put my head down, and I had to run. And I didn't want to look up, because I knew if I looked up, it would make me want to stop. Well, how many times in our daily lives have we wanted to stop? How many times when you're going, through something, or how many times when you're going through something have you wanted to quit? I brought a video the other day about throwing in the towel. Go back and watch it. It's on my wall. But how many times have you had endurance to get through whatever it was that you had to get through? Maybe learning some new skills. Maybe, as I just said, parenting. Maybe you're married. You know what I'm saying? Running your race, whatever that looks like. And there are times that we have to rest, and I'll probably do a video on that tomorrow, because I have notes about that, but about resting. Because, when we rest, nobody sees what it took to get there. Nobody sees the endurance we had to go through. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. Since I now, let me get this off. I'm going to look up the definition. I was trying to get everything, oh, for Pete's sakes. Okay. So let's look up the definition of endurance, shall we? Hey, do me a favor. Can you please share this and put in the comments #shared? Okay. All right. Okay. I don't care about settings. Okay. So, thank you. I'm sorry. My computer is having a little bit of a hard time right now, but endurance, here we go. The fact or power of enduring an unpleasant or difficult process or situation without giving way. Here is another part of it. Denoting or relating to a race or other sporting event that takes place over a long distance, takes place over a long distance, or otherwise demands great physical stamina. And it says here, for example, the annual 24-hour endurance race. Hold on. I'm going to grab it because, oh my gosh. Yeah. If you are not a runner, and when you start, it's fun. Okay, so there's a lot of endurance that goes into things, right? For example, a business, your job. Excuse me just a second. Okay, so I take this. I use this. It is protein based. It's amazing. It's good stuff. Athletes use it. It's in NFL locker rooms. It's 1 or 2 products only allowed. But here's the thing. So I was looking at this before I got on the video. It's called Muscle Gain, okay? And it says enhances physical performance and endurance. And I said, booyah. And I'm drinking it right now in my shake. But what does endurance mean for you in your life? What exactly is it that you need to keep endurance in? What have you tried to quit on lately? What have you become tired of doing? What is it that you need to have that endurance? Now, when I kept going uphill, guys, today, I had to encourage myself. I had to literally do the winner's whatever. I had to go really loud, and I knew that I had to keep going because if I stopped, I would be tempted to sit down. And there was a moment right before I went up the sandy hill, let me tell you, I had to stop. I was like, I need to get one of those backpack things with the water, because 5 miles with no hydration, it tuckers you out. That's why in races and marathons they have water stations along the way, because they know you're going to need water, because your water helps you endure through things, right? But I just wanted to get on here real quick. And in fact, I'm just going to invite some people. I knew that I had to get on here and just share a quick word about endurance, running the race, what that means. What that means to endure. Oops, I've invited people that have come on. Sorry, my bad. Oh well. If I've invited you and you've watched, I'm sorry. I'm just going down the list. You know, running the race with endurance could mean different things for people. You know, we all go through tough times. We all go through the poo. We all go through mud. We all have to run uphill at some point in our lives. We all have to go through trials. We all have to go through opposition. We all have to go through something, but we have to endure till the end. Hey, JoJo Jr., how are things? We all have to keep going. We all have to run our race with endurance, keeping our eyes focused on what is in front of us instead of what is behind us. So whatever you need endurance in this morning or today and past today, I encourage you to do this. Don't focus on the object or the obstacle in front of you to keep running your race. Put your head down. Focus on getting from point A. Focus on getting from one point to the next point. I had to keep putting my head down on purpose, because if I had continued looking at, I see someone walking, they might be coming to my door, so I might have to get off here pretty soon. Hey Isaac, if I had kept looking at how much longer I had to go uphill and everything else, then I probably wouldn't have continued my run as I did. But I had to endure till the end. I had to keep going. I had to persist. I knew that in top of the morning to you as well. I knew that if I did not put my head down and focus, I would have stopped running. I would not have endured. I wouldn't have been able to finish running up the hill. And that can be like things we go through in our lives, things behind the scenes, things people don't see, things that people don't even know about. It's the hard stuff that we get through that's a part of our testimony that helps other people get through stuff. And let me tell you, I've got a testimony to share, and I'm not going to share it on today, but I've got a testimonial where, man, throughout my life there are times I've wanted to quit, and this is not my entire testimonial, this is just some. I have wanted to quit. I've wanted to throw in the towel. I've wanted to give up. I wanted to say to heck with everything. I'm not running anymore, literally. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I quit. There are times I wanted to do that. But it says here, the fact or power of enduring an unpleasant or difficult process or situation without giving way. It also means tolerance, toleration, sufferance, forbearance, patience, acceptance, resignation, stoicism. That I'm not too sure what that means, but anyway. The other things that we have to go through, the suffering, the acceptance, the patience, the resignation, the toleration, the tolerance, all that stuff takes place in our lives somewhere. So, but how do we endure? We focus on the end result. We focus on the finish line. We focus on getting through that. And you can't necessarily focus on, like I said, the obstacle that's in front of you. You can't focus on the stop sign that's up the hill several thousand feet, because that's up ahead of you several thousand feet, because if you keep focusing on that, you're going to quit. You won't want to keep going through stuff. You just want to quit. There's a lot of times where we just want to throw in the towel and just say, to heck with things, right? We don't want to endure. Here we go. Endurance is the ability of an organism to exert itself and remain active for a long period of time. And then it says as well. So that's pretty much it. Even when you feel tired, we endure. Even when we have stuff coming our way, we endure. Even when things happen, like guys, this year, yes, some great things happened, but then again, it felt like a big, like one thing after the other full of crap for me. There are a lot of things that a lot of people just really don't know. But I'm not going to go on social media and blast that. But how have I endured till the end? I'll tell you how. I have filled myself with the Word of God. I have praised my way. I have asked God to bring people in my circle who love Him, who can encourage. That's how I've gotten through, and I've made a decision to tell old Snakeface to go take a hike. I have made a decision to stay in God's presence, even though it's been tough, and when things look ugly and I don't look all, I don't have it together, is what I'm trying to say. No, I don't get on social media to tell people, oh, my life is all together, it's full of peaches, cream, and what you see is so behind the scenes. No, I have had to endure a lot, but I'm not going to focus on the stuff that I've had to go through. You know why? Because if we did that, it would put us in a depressed state of mind. We wouldn't want to endure. We would want to quit. If we kept focusing on all that stuff, we would be depressed, dark states, in depressed, dark states. There we go. That's what would happen. But all I know is this. It is not us that gets through that. It is not us that gets through things by ourselves. It is by the grace of God and His mercy that helps us to get through. And I am not here on social media to make it sound like my life is all filled with fun and happy times. I'm going through some stuff right now, let me tell you. But I'm not going to get on, I'm not going to sit here and just blast it all from the mountaintops. No, because I'm running my race with endurance. God is giving me the strength I need, the peace I need, the joy I need. It's coming from Him, His wisdom. He's helping me to take the log out of my eye daily. He's helping me to walk by faith and not by sight. Do you know how freaking hard that is? Let me tell you, when things get tough in your life, do you just feel like quitting? I don't know. This is for somebody. I'm telling you, running this morning for over 5 miles, it took everything I had to get home. Literally. There was a moment where I had to lean up against the pole because I was like, holy copycats, Batman. I'm like muscles engage. Head down. Feet go. Man, I'm telling you, but when we push, when we go, when we know what we have, when we know that the race is almost done, when we know that we're running our race and that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us and gives us the power and strength and whatever, nutrition that we need to get through, man, we can endure till the end. Jesus endured till the end. Paul endured till the end. John, Peter, they all endured to the end. Who do you know in your life that endured to the end? Maybe you are enduring. We all have a, you know what I'm saying? So, what does endurance mean to you? Your definition. I could sit here all day and tell you what Google says, but what does endurance mean to you? What does it mean when you run your race? Think about it like this. When you're running your race, do you get tired? Do you sit on the sidelines? Do you throw in the towel? Do you say, to heck with this, I'm done? Do you throw rocks? Do you curse? Do you speak every negative thing into the atmosphere that you don't want to see? Do you blame people? Running our race with endurance means we forgive people. It means that we have to be humble. It means that we let our arrogant selves go. It means letting go. You know, we hear that saying, let go and let God meet. Honey, let me tell you, that is endurance right there. When you let go and you let God. It's not just a saying you say in AA. Neither is the serenity prayer. Okay? My parents, they used to take me to AA, and that will be part of my testimony. But that's where I learned how to say the serenity prayer. And you say, keep coming back. It works if you work it. And so that's where I learned how to make delicious coffee with lots of sugar and cream that would sink to the bottom. And oh man, that was so good. But if you think about it, keep coming back. It works if you work it. Keep running your race. It works if you work it. Keep relying on God. It works if you work it. These are not just words to say, just to blow air, just to get on here on Facebook Live. No, I am speaking from my heart today. I don't know, something in me that's changed over the last few days. And let me tell you, we have to keep running our race with endurance. We have to have the decision and to not quit. Even when you feel at your weakest, God is there to help you run your race with endurance. He is there to cheer you on. He brings his angels. He is there with a big gallon of Gatorade saying, honey, I got you from here. You have to trust me to get you through your race. So really, that's it. So now that I can barely walk and I have to stretch my way through the day. I also did mountain climbers before that, and like 3 sets of 15-man push-ups. I sometimes go to the knees because it's easier on the back, but I learned a way that they do it in like the armed forces and Army and Navy and stuff. Yeah, you keep your feet together. At the end, it's easier. And then I did some jump squats, and then I did some regular squats. So you can, and I did some ab work. And then I ran for over 5 miles. Lord have mercy. So anyway, keep running your race. And remember, the joy of the Lord is our strength to get us through. And trust and faith. So with that, I'm out of here. Isaac, I pray you have an amazing rest of your day. Trenton, thank you so much. Let's see what everyone says. Aaron, so nice to see you on here. Trenton, hey. Thank you. Definitely great nuggets. I appreciate that. Kind words. Isaac, top of the morning to you as well. They used to do this in the olden days. They used to kind of go like this, the men to the ladies. It'd be like morning. You know, we see the, or with a cigar or something sticking out of their mouth. Maybe a piece of wheat. Wheat. So, well, anyway, that being said, I gotta get going. So y'all have an amazing day. I'll come at you soon with a new video, probably tomorrow. Talking about resting. That's tomorrow. But it's not what you think. All right. I'll see you then. Bye.